where jails are so different from what it, that it is. But what the hell is with these jails that I go, wow, that's fucked up. That's fucked up that they go in there and it's like, oh, you want some armor? You want some shit? And then you have to go get the king, and the king's all tied up and shit. And we're like, who the fuck are these utafu people that tie up people? You can grab girls for $100. You're probably saying like, oh, you're just making this shit up now. No, you can grab girls for $100 fucking. Unless you hit them, then you have to pay them. Just like real life. Just like fucking real life. But yeah, it was, it wasn't stress inducing, but it was, my blood pressure probably went up fourfold. It was fourfold. That game literally is fourfold. And, it became this big shitload of fuck at the end. And that was the weirdest game I've played in a while. And I owned this game when I was a kid. I owned it. I had it. I played it. I seen the box. I owned the box. I hugged the box. I never got that far until I seen the jail. And people are like, oh, you just didn't know. You should have known all that. No, I was a kid. How the fuck would I know? It took me a while to figure out anything. I'm sure if I played it a lot and made sure that, the jail part, but I didn't. I didn't do my homework. I didn't get the game when I was a kid. Now that I officially, I guess officially beat it or not, it's a game that I'm like, okay, I understand why people like this game. I like it too, but it's not like, it's like people have to call out for its bullshit. I mean, it's not like that. Like, people are like, oh, it's a classic, Raven. You don't know. I put down the money for the classic. I'm there. I was there, man. I was there with the pink in the air with all you motherfuckers going like, yeah, Mystical Ninja's the shit, man. You just don't know. Virtual Console, it's a fucking Konami classic. But no, everyone keeps talking about how great Mystical Ninja. Now that I fucking know, I'm like, okay, that's great. Now I know. Now everyone can shut the fuck up now. I mean, yes, this is a great game, fun game, different game, but you have to question someone's logic with it's like, I can understand, like, oh, the game is, is based in Japan. They tie up cats and they, the ninja kitties and shit, and it's like, ooh, the ninja kitty, you get to save the ninja kitty, and then the cat goes like, and then you save it and all that stuff, and yeah, it's a game. It's a game that literally will raise your blood pressure to levels of mass destruction. And it raised my level to mass destruction, and it's not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. I mean, it's very challenging in its ways, but it's a lot of fucking hitting people, and God, every level, there's like a new enemy to piss. It's like a new piss off enemy. There was the Hammer Brothers from hell. There was that guy with the blow darts that literally spread shit. That was annoying. The people in jail that spread shit, they were annoying. They were probably the most annoying thing in the whole fucking game. The whole thing was like ping ping. They're shooting. And it's like, and then you hear that sound. My God, that sound was annoying. After you hear it a while, it's like, oh my God, and that got me thinking about all the sounds back in the day. We play a lot of video games and we hear a lot of sounds. I mean, I know I hear a bunch of sounds. I'll probably hear fucking more sounds in my life, but I never had a sound that literally just said that got degrading. It got degrading real fast, and it's like, oh man. And and it's not like, you hear that, how some games you get hit, it's not a problem. Oh no, you hear that sound, you know you fucked up. It's like you only got a few chances to not fuck up, but when you hear that sound, it's over. It's like the Gradius theme. I think Konami, they know how to make sounds that piss people off. They really did back in the Super Nintendo days. I mean, they made like what? 4 games. They made they made Contra and shit. But hello, mate. I'm going on an epic journey of talking about Mystical Ninja, Super Nintendo, old ass game. Why are we talking about an old ass game? Because nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with the game. I'm glad you guys enjoyed Friday. That's the whole point of it. You know, I, I'll just say a disclaimer. I was nowhere close to tearing the monitor. It wasn't that I was frustrated. It was the insanity of the whole thing. It wasn't the whole insanity of just what was going on was such an insanity. So that was the thing. It was like, yeah, insanity. Hello.
This is what everybody else got.
What is that? It's cold. NASCAR. Oh, it's an alien. Ugh. It's like gag. Is it fart?
If you put it in the egg, here.
I don't want to put it in the egg. I got something to do. My simian.
No, wait. I want to show you how it farts.
Oh yeah, it does fart.
Wait.
Oh yeah, it does kind of fart, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
Wait, I'm on the web show.
Yeah, you're on go. You don't want to go. You don't want to be on it. You can go.
Okay.
But yeah, cool looking alien.
Yep.
Yeah, we're talking about mystical ninja. All right, back in your goo. Is this it?
Yeah.
Is it? That's pretty cool. You only bought gum in that?
I have 3 others of these that I gave to Mom, Dad, and Louisa.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I like the gum. Yeah, that's cute. All right. Yeah, they approve. They approve of you. Glad you have fun.
Yep.
We gotta talk. Okay.
Okay. Don't slap me.
No, sorry about that. I didn't mean to slap you in the face. Goodbye, Maya. Have a good night or whatever you're doing. Watching. Yeah, save me a slice. Well, forgive me. Sometimes that's how it rolls, but I don't think you guys mind. But only perfection on Tekken games. But only perfection here in Tekken games. Yeah. All right. So we were talking about watching NASCAR. I was gonna comment on NASCAR. I don't get the appeal of NASCAR. Don't kill me. I just don't. But I can understand. It's like, I guess the thing is, if you like NASCAR, you like a car or a team of that runs that car, and you get passionate about that car. And I can understand that, but it's literally going left. And I'm not dissing anyone. They're like, oh, Raven hates NASCAR. I don't understand it unless if I go to like a NASCAR show. Maybe I'll go like, oh, I'm going to a NASCAR show. They're great. You just don't know. I'm like, maybe if I went to the NASCAR show, maybe I would understand more about NASCAR. And I don't want to go like, oh, Raven hates. No, no, no. Dale Earnhardt and all that stuff. I just don't get the allure of going, watching a car go around, go left on the track 500 times. But we do stupider things. So I can admit that I can be totally wrong on NASCAR. I can be totally wrong on that. So I'm not like sitting here going like, I don't, it, I'm sure it's wonderful and it's suspenseful and all that stuff, and that's fine. It's totally fine. I'm just saying that, maybe I have to go to NASCAR. Like, I always wanted to go to like a car thing, watch cars go around in a circle and people watch and just that sounds more fun to me. Like seeing the show and being in the atmosphere and the event, like that I can like totally understand. I can understand that. Unless I guess you have to like have a dad or just be into cars and go like, I'm into NASCAR. That's fine too. There's nothing wrong with NASCAR. I just don't get the allure of NASCAR. That's, I just don't get the allure of NASCAR. All right, so let's. All right, So let's start the show. Let's start tonight's show. All right, this is Tekken Games. This is May 5th, 2013. And I'm Raven Fraser. Go theme. Go theme. Go, 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 go. Oh, hello, everybody. What is up? It is good to be heard. It is good to be known. I am the R to the A to the V to the E to the N. That's right. I am the lovable, huggable, fraggable, lovable, laggable Ravenstoffen here tonight. Or you can call me whatever the fuck you like. So I am very honored and blessed to be here tonight. I know there's a lot of things to talk about personally. On a personal note, we have a lot to talk about. Just a lot, just a lot. And I'm glad for people who want to join us tonight in Ustream, on Instagib, or wherever you're joining us tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We welcome anyone that wants to have a good time and play games and talk about games and all that stuff. So it's a good night. A left turn sport. Kid Rave. Yeah, Kid Rave and Kid Yang. Yeah. I prefer drag racing. I've never seen drag racing. But that does sound like fun. Drag racing. That does sound like fun. I would love to see some dragging. Some drag racing. Man, that sounds like fun. Some drag racing and all that stuff. So yeah, I would totally take some dragging and some racing and all that stuff. So yeah, Kid Raven's in the house. Raven had a good day yesterday. He had to take his happy pills today, and they're not working. Let's just say it's not working. His happy pills are not very happy. So he's kind of pissed off so we played Mystical My God, like, I know we've been playing a lot of these. If anyone's checking out the stream at any time during 10 o'clock at night, every night or something, we always play something. It's always something going on the stream. But this week, we did, two games that I absolutely owned. I owned these games. I had them. I had them as a kid. That is no bullshit. I owned them. I owned them. I'm a Super Nintendo kind of guy. You guys know that. I am a guy that literally, I'm down with the Super. I am a Super Nintendo guy. Back in the 16-bit days, if they were dividing people up against the war against Super Nintendo and Genesis, I had a Super Nintendo, man. I had a Super. And that's where I hung my hat on Super Nintendo. That was where I was, with the Mode 7 and all that shit. I was there. Anyone else like, oh, the Super Nintendo, I was there. I was there for PS1. I was there for PS2. I was there. And everyone was like, oh, you just don't know. I do know. So, I'm a Super Nintendo guy, and we played a lot of Super Nintendo games. Don't get me wrong, that's what you guys want. I know Super Nintendo. I'm down with the Super. Down with the Super. So, nothing wrong with the Super Nintendo. Nothing wrong with the classic Super Nintendo. But, we played Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Dun, 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 dun. My God. I gotta say, I'm from the old school of gaming. I know. Some people are from the new school of gaming. And when I mean the new, some people are from the new school of gaming. When I say new school, I mean PS2 new school of gaming. And we have a new generation coming up that, that grew up in the Xbox age of gaming. Ain't that gonna be a shitload of fuck? Some of those people are gonna look back at our games and go like, "It's too hard, mommy, this game, and why am I running around in my underwear?" Because that's how we fucking rolled. We rolled in our underwear. That's how we rolled. We rolled in our undies. Not, I'm talking about Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, not technically rolling in underwear. That would be gross. But yeah, Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, he ran in underwear. So yeah. So games were harder back then, man. And playing this game, and I realized I'm a fucking turbo. The whole time, the whole time I'm playing that, I'm like, I'm thinking back to Kid Raven, or, the, little dolphin when he was a kid, yeah, the Hammer Brothers from Mystical Ninja are assholes. Oh my God, were they assholes? And they were, here's the other thing, they were wearing undies too. Like they were full on wearing undies from Mystical Ninja. They were committed to the underwear. I know this sounds really fucked up how I'm subscribing this game, but they were melded to the underwear. Like, sometimes you play a game, you're like, that game hated clothes, man. Yeah. Men in dresses running in a 100-yard dash. Yogi Fish says, drag racing. Men in dresses running the 100. I thought that was RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah, sumo wrestler. Yeah, they were sumo wrestler wannabes, but like literally, they looked like they were wearing tighties. They looked like they were wearing tighties, and you just didn't. To me, I'm like, did they not dress themselves properly? I know they're sumo wrestlers, and people are like, oh, you're just being me. No, they're climbing up this pole. In one of the levels, they're climbing up this pole. They get on the pole, and and for a while the Hammer Brothers were nicely dressed and shit. And now they're like in this in a in a sumo thong or tighties if you're in America, and they're throwing this shit, and you're like, oh my God, that is fucked up. I mean, it's like, okay, that's fucked up, and yeah. It's not like that game is hard or anything. Like I'm gonna sit here, it's like, oh, the game's hard. No, the game's not hard. The game is old school. It's old school in its roots, man. It's old school, and anyone else that can sit here and go like, it is one of those games that I'm like, that game. It's like, damn, if I only played so much more of it when I was a kid. And I'm like, I'm hitting myself now. I'm like, why did I not play this more as a kid? Why did I not say to myself, I want to play more of this? Or I sat there and said, I got good at Super Mario World. That was it. Oh, Mega Man X. It's like, you play these games, some of these games, and it's like they'll have these secrets or not secrets. I didn't know fucking secrets. I didn't care. But now it's like, now that these old games, I look back and I look for things and do things and I go like, can I climb up there? Can I break this? Or can I see this or see that? You do things that's like they're not possible, and then the game awards you for breaking finding stuff or breaking stuff and all that stuff. Does this game have secrets? You bet your ass it has secrets. You bet your ass. But yeah, but I think it would have been better if I had someone else here to share in the pain of being in jail. Like, you rescue the princess and then you go to jail. You go to jail. It's like, and then some other asshole rescues you from the pamping jail. And the fun of being rescued from jail or being in jail is just the fucked up thing in the world. And I know I gotta move on from other things than the pamping jail, but literally, that is the pinnacle of the bane of that game, is that jail scene. That jail scene. Why is it there? Why did they make that level such a shitload of fuck? Why am I so pissed off? Like, that scene is not like, it's like, I beat the game, I'm like, well, that was, the ending was kind of easy. And then it was like, oh, yeah, fuck you. You're in jail, and jail's this, and we're going to do this in jail. Yeah, I mean, that was like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I need someone else to be. I need someone else in picking up a controller and just feeling the pain that I'm in. We would have had more money. We could have strategized better. I mean, fuck. It would have been a way better experience, man. Just to pick up a controller and someone go like, "Oh, can you go on the other side? Oh, you got pammed. Oh, fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna go on this side." I would do my thing. If you were a good, I'm not saying I'm the best side scroller player in the world. I'm not, okay? No one. Maybe someone out there is. Maybe Todd Rogers is. But there's just there's so many options you could do with a second player and all that stuff. And it would be so much easier to beat these things and just, if you had ESP or whatever, it would just work. It would have worked. And that's the problem, right? It would have pamped, it would have worked, and it would have so much to do. But no, 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 no. I played. I walk alone. I guess I walk alone. I walk a very lonely road, very lonely. It's completely lonely as hell. And I walk, and it's like it's not full. It's full of pamps, believe it or not. And it's like Kid Yang and Dr. Wang or whatever the fuck he is. No, it's a lonely road. It's a fucking lonely road. I walk alone. I walk alone. I walk alone on that shit. I really do. I mean, if we're gonna play Turtles in Time and all those other games that Konami did, and I own Turtles in Time. What game did I not own? I keep sitting here and it's like you keep asking me these classics, and it's like it's either I love Konami or I just like pain. I don't know, but Konami was on fire when back in the 16-bit age. They were, they had games that were from shoot 'em ups to Zombies Ate My. Well, that's LucasArts, but Konami published it. But I'm just saying, Konami. Yeah, Mystical Ninja is the bane of my existence, the bane of my bullshit, the bane of everything else. So, Mystical Ninja, you guys, you took me not to the limits, just that game was repetitious as hell. Helltition. But yeah, that was repetition as hell. And I thank you, Mystical Ninja, for being mystical a-holes. So, enough about that. Hello, everyone. What is up? It is, it's. We'll see how long we can go tonight. I, I look forward to these Sundays. I really do. Yesterday, if anyone, I want to thank everyone that gave me really good well wishes for my birthday. I mean, just amazing. Just amazing. It was. It was very good. When we went to the mall to pick up something, maybe, they built a Golden Corral, FSD and Yogi Fish. They built a Golden Corral, and sometimes I keep thinking to myself, I like this place better than Atlantic City, but Atlantic City is my home. Atlantic City's a ghetto. It's a home. It's my home. But when I saw that line for Golden Corral, that just opened, it's a red, ugly ass building. I thought of home, man. I thought of the first time they opened up a Gold Corral in the ghetto in Pleasantville. Anyone that ever went to Atlantic City, anyone ever went to New Jersey, it's a dirty place. It is dirty. It is not clean. This place is a little cleaner and all that stuff. To me, it's like I'm used to being dirty as shit. People are like, oh, you're just being an asshole. No, it's dirty as shit. I mean, I think it's the dirtiest place you could ever go. It just looks like shit. And I don't know, just because cleaning or whatever, but you wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend it. That place is not clean at all. But hey, what ain't? But so we saw a line for Golden Corral, and the fucked up thing, and we're walking out, after getting my birthday present, which if you can see there, it is. You can see it in the frame. You really can't miss it. It's in the frame. But whatever it is, and if you guys point it out, then yes. So it's definitely in the frame. So we see these people in the line's long. Oh my God, is the line long for Golden Corral, man? I mean, it's long. I bet there's people still out there tonight. I bet they camped out. I bet people camped out for Golden Corral just like they camped out for iPhones. I bet when that thing got built in Whitehall, they camped out. They got their little their little blankets and their pillow and shit, and got their little shorts on there. Like, we're gonna go to Golden Corral, motherfucker. Because you know why Golden Corral's that big or that famous or that huge is you see those commercials, and people sit here, it's like, oh, commercials don't do shit. My God, it's like you see those commercials and people are like, Golden Corral, I heard of that place. You don't even know what the fuck it is. You won't know what it is. It's like, I've heard of a Fry's or I've heard of Walgreens, but you've never seen it. It's like one of those things, like when you first hear of something, it's like, I remember seeing commercials for Red Robin for the first time. I'm like, what is Red Robin and what does it do? And then you see all these burgers and all that stuff, and it's like, that does sound good and all that stuff. So you see these commercials and you see all that stuff, and it's like, ooh, but then you see the line out there, and it's like, okay, we're not that blind, but Jesus Christ, they better have a really good food lineup, because if they don't, or any of that stuff, they're gonna be done like Popeye's chicken on a Saturday night. Did I tell you about Popeye's chicken? They opened a Popeye's chicken in Pleasantville. They opened a Popeye's chicken in Atlantic City in Pleasantville. The line stretched out the door too, so people wanted Popeye's chicken. So when people say to me, man, we are food crazy here in America, and I love that. It's good to be food crazy in America. It's good to to grab a gut, be open, and just eat like a motherfucker, because we gotta be proud of that. We're a big nation of big people, and God damn it, if we're gonna put bacon on ice cream, God damn it, we're gonna put bacon on ice cream. You think we're not gonna put bacon on ice cream? We're gonna put bacon on ice cream. Bacon, fucking bacon. I haven't put bacon on ice cream, but I'm sure it's doubly, triply delicious. Man, you can put bacon on anything. There's even bacon gum. Gum is wonderful, and gum is gum. So, just saying, just saying. So, bacon. Bacon! So, enough about. Are these companies still in business? Golden Corral? Dude, the way I saw Golden Corral, they were busy. They're still in business. They're nuts. I mean, it is the most nuttiest thing I've ever seen in my life, just seeing that line, but I've seen nuttier. So, in a scale of 1 to iPhone, it was pretty damn close to iPhone. Because I will always remember the first time I waited in line for iPhone 3G. I'm not a fan of in lines. I'm not a fan of lines. I'm not the hugest fan of lines. I don't find them, I find them, I don't want to say they're a waste of time, because, we have such short lives to live for a device, and I've done it twice, so, for me it's like, yeah, I don't know, Raven, I don't know. So, yeah, they're still in business and all that stuff, and Fry's and all that stuff. It's like I lived in Atlantic City. We didn't have a Walgreens to go to. I know people go like, like when you finally see these places that you finally heard on TV. You get excited, and it's like, my God, I've heard of that place. Oh, I've heard of a Golden Corral, or I've heard of a Crackle Barrel. I'm trying to think which one it was like, oh my God, which one did we heard of? Like, oh, a White Castle. And it's like, we got a White Castle here. And it's like, all these places like, oh yeah, that place, Long John Silver's was one that, was here. And it's like, oh yeah, Long John Silver's. We don't have a Long John Silver's. Or and all that stuff. And then you finally find one, you just want to just hug the people that finally give you the thing that, that you see on TV, the big ads and all that stuff. And it's just the most amazing thing in the world, to these people. And I get it. And I fucking get it. I get it. I mean, these people never seen a Golden Corral. I would go crazy too. I never heard of a Golden Corral either. You see the commercials, you see all the security, you see the commercials that go, security! Oh, you know the dinner for $10, all you can eat and shit. You know you get excited for that because the brand name is in the air. You know it, you feel it, you can see it. And when people sit here and go like, "Ooh," you know, so yeah, I totally get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being excited for brand names. I'll say this: when people say like here and go like, "Oh, Raven, you're such a progressive liberal," I have nothing wrong with brand names. I have nothing wrong with brand names. There's a reason why we have brand names because you're gonna gravitate to the it's either quality or what service or whatever. It's America, man. It's like some people are like, oh, Raven likes companies. You know what? I do and I don't. You know, it's, some people are like, can you fight City Hall? Can you fight this? Yeah, of course. But when people sit here and it's like, Yogi, yeah, Yogi's here. You know it. Yogi's here. It's good to have him. All right, so there's that in Golden Corral. So yesterday, we got to talk. You guys got to give me a little time to talk about my birthday yesterday. So, for anyone that doesn't know, I am now 26 years old. When the hell did I turn 26? When the hell did I turn 18? When the hell did I turn 12? My God, I wish my 20s and it's just gone. I remember when I was like 12 and it's like I couldn't wait to get to high school. I couldn't wait to get out of high school. And now that I'm here and it's like, it's adulthood's just the way I'm like, yeah, being adult is just how I imagined it when I was a kid. And people are like, how would you imagine it? I'm like, man, when I get an adult, I don't have to do anything. Bingo. I was right. I can sit home and watch Muppet Babies. And the sad thing is, now that you're old enough, the TV sucks. So it's like, oh fuck, the TV sucks. It's true. Some people are like, oh, but you can play all the video games you want. Yeah, that's a down. It's a good side and a downside to everything. So playing all the video games you want, it's not really a good thing. It's not. It's not. And moderation is key for everything. So yeah, so we went to IHOP, hop. We went to there. I wanted to get some pancakes. I wanted to get some pancakes. My God, their pancakes is almost better than sex. It's not sex. Nothing is almost better than sex. Sex is wonderful and beautiful, and you'll find out later when you're older, like me. Now that I'm almost over the hill, but soon. But yeah, so we go we go to the mall and we get Cinnamon pancakes and I got me a stack of strawberry and banana. My God, I'm going to be dreaming about those pancakes for weeks now. I'm going to be dreaming about IHOP pancakes. Oh man, they were fucking worth it, man. Oh man, and people are like, "Oh, Raven's just mad that people sit in line and Golden Corral." I ain't mad. I'm just saying I wanted some fucking pancakes. And boy, did I get my pancakes. Oh my God. Oh man, you ever go to somewhere or you ever like go somewhere and you like bite into something or it's like now that I'm getting older, I'm not old yet, but now I'm getting older, you start to appreciate the little food shit that, like I start to appreciate stuff like FSC, you're in Texas, I bet you enjoy a good rib, just a good fucking rib. Yesterday, I want to enjoy a good pancake. I want to enjoy a pancake so damn good, and damn did it hit. And it was a pancake that I'm like, yeah. It's a pancake. It was good pancakes, man. Compliments to the damn chef, and they also had chicken and waffles, man. Oh man, I'm gonna be dreaming. People are like, oh, you just don't know. No, you don't know. Yeah, I don't go to IHOP very often, and thank God my friend, took me to IHOP. We ate and did all that stuff. I want pancakes. I felt like Stewie Griffin, man. I went like, hey, Slappy, I ain't gonna kill you. Is pancakes short for crack? Nope. Yes, crack. I like my crack. That's what Stewie Griffin says. But hey, enough about that. So yeah, we went to go get some pancakes and shit. Yeah. Did you read Danica Patrick's crash? She ain't dead, right? She's okay, right? Is she okay? Will is her the better question is, did her boobs save her? I guess she's okay. I didn't read anything on HuffPost or whatever. So yeah, Danica Patrick crashed. Do people live for the crashes? Might like that's the thing that some people go like, we live for the crashes. I don't think that's NASCAR though. Like that's like something that you watch and it's like you don't watch 500 laps just to watch someone crash. It's like you don't. Sometimes it's not gonna happen. Sometimes it happens, but if the only thing you're gonna live for is like, oh, I'm going to live, and I'm gonna live for the crash. But for me, I just want to people watch there. But yeah, is she all right? She okay? She gonna live? But yeah, that's the thing. She gonna live? Maybe I need to watch NASCAR. Yeah, but pissed. Well, Danica Patrick is a girl in the race, and God bless Danica Patrick. God bless her for being there and being in the GoDaddy car. And did I tell you I dumped GoDaddy for Parts of Unknown? So I like Danica Patrick personally because being a girl in a guy's thing. We have Dale Earnhardt Jr. and that guy that has the cowboy hat. If you like, like I said, the only thing that made me kind of happy about NASCAR that made me go, maybe I'll give NASCAR another shot is Gran Turismo GT. Gran Turismo 5 has the NASCAR license because I guess they're the only ones that can make NASCAR, and that was the only game that made NASCAR make sense to me in any personal way. Like it made sense. I'm like, oh, this actually has some kind of skill and merit to go with this. It's like you're like, oh, how dare you. I like racing games, man. It's not like I can sit here. It's like it makes sense to me. It makes sense to go like, oh, I'm like, oh, I have to take that line. And when you play a simulator like that, you do get a sense of the car, the scope, the feeling, the way it should be. But yeah, I'm really, really, really surprised about that. Really surprised about the whole thing about that. So yeah, well, I'm not. Yeah, I'm 26. I'm 26, and I'm 26 going on 5. Let's keep it real. I'm 26 going on 5. Let's face it. I'm 26, and you know what I did yesterday, people? You know what I did from after I went to Build-A-Bear? I went to the mall. I went to the mall, and it's like, why is you know why is that why is that controversial? It's not controversial. Try 31. I will try 31 one day. I look forward to 31. I really do. I look forward to 31. It's not the gaming audience is getting older, and it's not like I'm sitting here going like, oh, but I remember being that, now people are older than I am. Like, here's the thing, right? Like before, I used to be the youngest by like 2 years and all that stuff. Now I'm older than the people they are. Literally, yeah, pancake sex. Literally, that was pancakes were literally sex. Like yesterday, it was like if some girl came up to me and it was like if a girl came up to me and and she had a stack of IHOP pancakes and she had a swimsuit on, she went like, try 83. Oh my god, we will try all the. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it to 83. Let's hope. You're gonna go like, why do you think you're not gonna make it to 83? I'm just saying, I don't think I'm gonna make it to 83. But if I do, wonderful. But yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about crazy shit. But yeah, I'm 26 now, and I I had to come to the term that I'm like, you know what? I'm 26 now. I'm 26. It's good. It's good. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. So Yeah, like I said, if a girl came up to me with a stack of, just a stack of pancakes and a swimsuit and said, "Fuck me or the pancakes," you know, have sex with me or have these pancakes, that's a hard choice. That's a hard choice yesterday, man. Because it was like, oh damn, because you want both. You want both, but you can't have both. It's like you can, I'm not saying there is no wrong decision. It's just, people are like, but you can get pancakes anytime. If you're married, you can get sex anytime too. But, it's like, oh man, sex or pancakes? Sex or pancakes? Yesterday I choose pancakes. And wonderful, wonderful. Choose pancakes. So let's move on from sex and pancakes. I like sex and pancakes. I mean, pancakes are sticky, and it's like, oh my god, yeah. And they put candles in the pancake. Yay! So I guess we have to talk about this pink thing. Yeah, come here, come here, come here. This pink thing over here. Oh my god, did the kids play with this thing all day? Oh man. Probably wondering about what the fuck is this in back of what is this shitload of fuck doing in back of the show? Well, it's it's there. It's there. It's the pony that my sister got me. Yeah, she got me a pony. Believe it or not, everyone. Yeah, and it's firm as shit. This thing is firm as shit, so you can make fun of me all. I give you the rights to make fun of me all day and all night. I can take it. Trust me. But if you don't want to make fun of me, that's totally fine. It's up to you. But I give you the right if you want to go like, you got a pony and it's for girls and shit. Then go right ahead. Please go right ahead, and it's totally fine. But yeah, so we go to get thing, this pink thing. You're probably wondering, why would you want something like this? I did actually. I kind of wanted this, but yeah, yeah. I kind of, it's nice. It's nice. It's expensive as shit. All this shit that comes with this thing is like $54, like with the shoes and shit. Why am I talking about his shoes? Oh man. With a cape? No, actually, this is a dress, Yogi. This is a dress. This is a dress. She's going to a wedding. This is not a cape, this is a dress. Ponies wear dresses like this, kind of open and shit. They don't, so yeah. This is a dress. A wedding dress. No, a reception's dress and all that stuff. So, yeah. So, it's a dress. It's a dress. So, I'm not going to go into detail why she's wearing a dress, but she's wearing a dress. Yeah, pony weather. Yeah, do I have to explain? I guess I have to. So, Build-A-Bear makes these bears, and now they have the My Little Pony line, and I kind of like the show. I'm not that crazy about it, but for me, it's like, I kind of want one of these, and I got one of them yesterday, and they're sold out of Rainbow Dash. Yeah. Do you have people in the hole in the basement? Just asking. No, there's no hole in the basement. No, we're not putting people in the basement, but no. But yeah, they're out of Rainbow Dash, which is, I just tell people or my mother, the blue one. They're out of blue one. And I even called the ghetto. I called the one that, that where I used to go, the mall one. And it's like they didn't even have the one. They didn't have Rainbow Dash, and they didn't have Rainbow Dash in the freaking in this mall either. It's like, what the fuck is going on? It's either this brony shit is bigger than I am, or people are just nuts. It's a fucking conspiracy. I mean, what the fuck is going on? It's either they didn't make enough, or they just, what the fuck is going on with that? And it's like, oh yeah, we're totally out of Rainbow Dash. And then I call the lady, and it's like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. If you ever call, I don't know if you ever get like little girls. I built like 3 of these because I have nieces and shit. We built like a chipmunk and shit. Now that I actually own one of these, I'm like, they're kind of nice, but they're very fucking expensive as shit. They're kind of expensive. Yeah, you know, this bear is like 25 without the cape, without the clothes. Without the clothes, she's 25 bucks. To build this is 25 bucks. Who in their right, you know, but yeah. But yeah, firm as shit. She's got a little thing in back. You can leave the show if you want, but no. So she's going to hang him back. She plays Star Wars. Wonderful. Now get him back. Wear the headphones. Shut up and scare people. Yeah, it's not that we don't have a ban on My Little Pony. It's just we have a ban on it. Yeah, it plays Star Wars. Why not? So there was this guy when we were building it, and it's like, you know, you go. I don't want to go into this place and tell him that I'm building. Yeah. Oh, it makes noise. Oh yeah, it plays Star Wars. I mean, it plays Star Wars. Oh definitely. Oh definitely, it plays Star Wars, my brother. The opening theme of Star Wars, somewhere there. Yeah, Star Wars. It plays Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars. Now wear the headset. Now wear the headset. Now. Yeah, totally. Now wear the headset. It's either I'm going through a midlife crisis or I just became insane. Either way, this thing's gonna see a lot of fucked up shit in its lifetime because if it's gonna be right there, it's gonna see a lot of fucked up shit. You think it ain't gonna see a bunch of? It's gonna see me, you know, do a lot of fucked up shit. What the fuck did they do with these things? They comb his hair. They do tea parties. No, it's just gonna sit there. It's just gonna sit there, and it's just people are gonna be like, "What the hell?" Yeah, you're just gonna sit there, aren't you? Yeah, you're gonna sit there. So yeah, so the building of that happened. And let's talk about more of, you know, so we go there and it's like, you know, I'm a big kid. I'm an idiot. Outside the house I can be very embarrassing, believe it or not. So we go to the thing and it's like you see the little kids go in there and all that shit and it's like you got me. You know, I'm a big, you know, I am like 6 feet tall, 210 pounds of blackness here, and you know, you see, you know, I'm like, the guy's like, oh yeah, you're gonna build this bear. I'm like, yeah, don't, you know, you know, I got my knees here, and it's like, we build the thing, you put the dress on it, and you know, we take pictures of it and all that stuff. Probably not going to be posted to Facebook, but you know, I said it to everyone that I know. I'm like, oh look, we built this bear, you know, we built this pony, and they're like, oh, it's so cute, and all this shit. Yeah, they built it. We're like, oh yeah, we're like, okay, whatever. So all it's gonna do is just sit in back of the room and just stare in the freaking ether of the room, and you know, maybe someone will notice it, but you know, like I said, you can make fun of me because of that thing all day and all night. It's all good. You can make fun of me about that. I have a freaking pink pony. It's gonna stare in the freaking ether. That's not normal for a 26-year-old. And I mean, I have GI Joes too. Where the fuck did I put the GI Joes? It's like, oh, don't invoke my man card, but I'm sure it's gone already. I'm sure it in the frame already does that. But where the fuck did I put the thing? Where did I put the GI Joe? Someone gave me a GI Joe. I swear to you. Oh, there it is. Ah, my GI Joe. So yeah, my GI Joe. Got to get tough, yo Joe. Snake Eyes. I like GI Joe. So yeah, GI Joe and Pip Plup and all that shit. So she's grand. She's on a grander scale. So yeah, so we go to Build a Bear and Build a Bear. So I went to GameStop yesterday. I went to GameStop and everyone was still sucking blow. They were still blow jobbing Kay Levine. They were talking about all the vigors and how great. Can I say that I hate GameStop now with all passion and bullshit? shouldn't GameStop be like a place that doesn't seem like a cold, dank place that makes you feel uncomfortable and makes you want to hurl? Like, to me, it's like it was better to go to Build-A-Bear than go to where I think should be the gamer sanctuary. I mean, come on. I would rather bypass the whole thing of GameStop if I could. But of course not. I can't bypass it because guess what? I have to pre-order the PS4 at a GameStop, and that's gonna be a shitload of fuck because that's gonna be really annoying. Or the 720, or that shit, and then we have these people that are gonna talk about that. Sony playing a new game. Sony's playing a new game. Yeah, I don't know. I hope they're playing a new game. They seem like they seem pretty laser focused on exactly what the PS4 is, and God bless, God bless. I am down with the PS4 every day, and every day I get a little bit more slighted pissed off about the 720 or the Xbox Infinity. Like I was saying to someone, or on the show, it's like, oh, if they name it the Xbox Infinity, that sounds like the last Xbox. Pack it up, go home, go away. But yeah, fuck that. So enough about the next Xbox Infinity and all that stuff. So I'm really, really surprised by that. I mean, it's just that kind of stuff, and it's like, okay. So we go in there and they talk, these guys are hanging out, and it's like they're talking about BioShock Infinite. And, for me, it's like, I never want to go into a GameStop ever again. Because now I'm like, oh, damn it, it's BioShock or it's either Skyrim. And it's like, oh my god, I mean, I know I'm going to play these games, I'm going to play BioShock, and these people are like, it's the greatest game ever, Raven. And it's like, whatever I say doesn't fucking matter. I'm sure it's great, and it's super blowjob awesome, and really good and shit, but, it's like, my opinion will not matter, and that's okay, but, they're really excited about it, but, I don't want to feel nauseous going to a GameStop. I want, yeah, it's Tale of the World for, really? Sony's, oh, Sony's making a PSP game this late? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. They don't surprise me. The PSP's actually doing very well. I'm actually surprised. It's doing very well in its life right now. I mean, it's not doing gangbusters, but it lives. I mean, it lives. But the Vita, that's a shitload of fuck. And then you go to the GameStop, you play with the 3DS XL. When I play with the 3DS XL at the GameStop at the mall, it is the horrible 3DS. It is awful. And you can go like, it's either the kids here are just assholes, or just, I know, you can go like, you can go to any GameStop and it feels like shit. No, this one feels like shit. This one literally is just the worst 3DS I've ever felt in my life. The buttons feel wrong, the screen looks wrong. I mean, if you want to convince people to buy a 3DS, the 3DS they have on display is far worse than any 3DS I've ever seen on display. And I know it sounds like I'm ragging GameStop and all that stuff, and I've seen GameStops I like, man. I've seen it. I've seen GameStops I like. But the one at the mall just scares me. The one at the Lehigh Valley Mall scares me. It really does. I mean, it's just one of those places that go like, I'm scared of this place. This place is, yeah. Oh, I'm not the only one that a GameStop scares me. I mean, literally, I'm a gamer. If I had to write magic marker and tear out my chest and just, and show everyone, I am a card carrying, spitting, card carrying, first person shooter, game wearing son of a bitch. I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer, even though there's a pony in the shot, but I'm a gamer. I got games on my freaking computer right here. I got games here. Why am I scared of GameStop? Why am I scared of a company? Why am I scared of them? Got my play and trade. Yeah, that sounds nicer. See, a play and trade. I just want a place that I can feel loved, man. I mean, like, I want like a motherly kind of game store. Like a GameStop feels like your dad. If you had a dad like GameStop, it's like it's like we love you, but we don't really do. I'm not saying your dad doesn't love you, but I'm just saying it's like, it's like, oh yeah, we got this game. You go to GameStop to only pre-order. In my opinion, I don't know if it's the pre-order bonuses or just seeing the thing with, oh, when I go into a GameStop, I don't want to buy anything. I don't know if it's the pressure of the GameStop that I go to. I mean, I bought my 3DS at the GameStop. I pre-ordered my Kingdom Hearts there, and it was a great experience. And and it's like, would you like to pre-order that game? Yes, of course I would like to pre-order a game. Why wouldn't I? To me, when I go to GameStop, when they say, would you like to pre-order something, the answer is yes. And I have the money. And this is what pisses me off, and I have to deal with these motherfuckers. I have to pre-order a PS4, 720, or whatever it is, and I have to deal with them. I have to deal with them. I have to go to the line of, I don't want to say mean things. It's not them. It's not the people. I have to be in the line, either the people from the Sony people, the people who are ragging on Nintendo, the people who are just going, yeah, Microsoft's a shit. I mean, I'm just saying, Halo 5 looks really fucking great. I'm just telling you, man. Microsoft is gonna be wonderful, and oh yeah, Call of Duty Ghosts. I mean, look, I have nothing against Call of Duty, but to me, it's like, oh man. I gotta get my pre-order for this bullshit, my pre-pre, and I just hope it's not a sack of load of shit. Oh man, oh man. I mean, that was the thing, man. It was like, yeah, I went there, and it's like, yeah, I'm going, and I didn't want to buy a game. I could have had a game. I could have bought a video game. I could have bought BioShock Blowjob Infinite, and took out my dick and in the line. It wasn't a line. It wasn't a line for the GameStop. It was just a sad place to be. It scares me. It scares me. Ooh, Techie87. I haven't heard from him. I haven't heard from you in forever. Or maybe yeah. But yeah, it scares me. It scares me. And that's supposed to be our sanctuary, our place that we're supposed to feel safe, our place that I'm supposed to go, yeah, this is our home. Why am I scared of our home? The shop, why does it feel like a place that I'm like, yeah. Imagine a gamer's old folks. I can imagine it very much. It's gonna happen. It's probably gonna be just like I would imagine a VFW kind of thing for gamers, a GFW. We will encounter old Halo and old Call of Duty World Stories. Man, that would be hilarious. A GFW, not, that's like, oh, that's for Foreign Wars. But no, I'm just saying, it's like, it wouldn't be about Foreign, it would be about gaming wars. About, yeah, remember that time where we, war that war, and then we had to fight the Japanese. And yeah, I remember Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 was so nuts, and we had to do, yeah. I'm just saying that's the thing, I can just imagine that, the people in the old, people in the old folks home playing freaking NES games when they're like, yeah, I remember back in the day when video games used to be 8-bit. And I remember when we had to pop in a CD. Now you can just download a game in 4 seconds. Yeah, because of the power of FiOS, and yeah, and that's what we used to do. We had the power of FiOS. And, I'm going to tell my kids, yeah, remember, in the year 2011, people got really excited about freaking My Little Pony, and adults and kids alike. It blew it set everyone on fire. Wow. I never got a bad game from GameStop, but a bad Wii game. Fuck. I'm just saying, it's not the stereotype. It's like, if you go to a GameStop and you're buying a Wii game and it's bad, that's a pretty fucked up omen. I mean, that's a pretty fucked up omen. I'm just saying, that's pretty fucked up. You go to GameStop and the disc is bad. I mean, that's a fucked up omen. I remember I bought Metal Gear Solid 2 for the PS2, and it didn't work in my PS2, and I returned it. And I think we had a game store called Game Gallery in well, it was really the ghetto mall in Pleasantville, but now I call it the Mexican GameStop. It's not Mexican at all, but that's what I called it. And then I used to go to the white. I mean, in Atlantic City, you got used to the poor, and here you just get used to the snooty bastards. It's like I like Bioshock, and to me, I'm from Jersey, man. I'll cut a guy. I'll fucking cut you. I'll get in your face and tell you suck. Oh man, that's even worse. Sin and punishment. Oh my god, that must suck. Oh man, I feel you, mate. I know when I got the new Gears in the mail, it wouldn't play on any of my Xbox. How many Xboxes do you have? How many fucking Xboxes do you have? Jesus, that's a lot of Xboxes, dog. But yeah, that sucks. That sucks. But that's the thing with disc-based games, man. So that sucks. Just seeing all that shit, and it's like, ooh, wouldn't play. I mean, that's really fucked up. But I'm just saying, GameStop, when a store that literally sells stuffed teddy bears and freaking girly shit is more warmer than you have a problem. When a hardcore gamer like me doesn't want to be seen near a GameStop, there's a problem. That's a problem. When Steam, a freaking website, is more warmer than the people in that store. I don't want to buy. To me, I'm rather give money to freaking Gabe Newell. It's not because he deserves money or any of that shit. Like, to me, it's like, if it's not that I want to go to these places and talk video games. I want to go to GameStop or Target or any of those places and go and talk video games. I wish there was a lounge that we could just go and just sit down and just go like, yeah, Gears. Yeah, Gears, man. Gears was awesome. It wouldn't show the game disc on the dashboard. It did show it when it gave me drift dirt disc error. Oh, the ooh shit. I only had like what, 3 Xboxes. I never had a disc read error on my Xboxes. I had Red Rings of Death. And look, I think the Xboxes will be better this time because yeah, they'll be better built. I mean, I don't really want to sit here and go like, "Oh, Microsoft built them to break." I don't think so. It's just yeah. We all I don't it's we have you know what the sad part is, Mike? You know what the sad reality and the sad truth is? We can all hate GameStop, but it's the only place. Some places out there, it's the only fucking place. It's the only place. The fucking only place that we can go to get, consoles, the games, and all that shit. And it's one of the fucking reasons why I don't buy Games Day One anymore. GameStop is one of the reasons I don't buy Day One games. And people can sit here and go like, well, you're not buying Day One games because you don't have any money. That's not the point. It's just, to me, it's like, I don't like going, and it's busy at the GameStop there. When I went to the one at the ghetto mall, at the Hamilton Mall, when I went upstairs, it was lightly lit. It was white. People it was lightly lit. It was a little warmer, a little happier. This one is a dang dungeon that is poorly lit. Everything looks like shit. I get pissed off, and people are like, "Oh, you're just ragging on GameStop." Look, there's good GameStops, but I don't know if it's the GameStops here that I just find them quite annoying, or I just don't feel it, or it's just, I don't know. I don't feel the GameStops here. I don't, and I know that I have to probably pick one on the board and go out and go like, oh, to pick the PS4, the 720, and I have to swallow my pride on it, and that's what's gonna happen. God. GameStop, I'm gonna stop. I'm in that mood tonight. I'm in that, and we got tons of shit to talk about tonight. We got tons of shit. I mean, just a ton of shit. And all I'm doing is ranting about GameStop. Yeah, they were better. Yeah, at least they were warmer. They were warmer. They open sealed. I'm not gonna go there. I don't care. I don't care about sealed games like some people do. It's like, oh, my game is open and it has a scratch. Fuck. It's a game. It's a CD. Who fucking cares? I don't care. You care, but I don't care. You know, I stick other people's games in my fucking Wii and my PS3 for days. You know, for me, it's like as long as it looks okay, I don't care. You know, I don't care. I really don't. If it has a couple scratches, it's a game. It's gonna happen. But I know some people get super anally about like they open sealed games. Totally, they open sealed games. It's totally this is the truth. I'm not. You know, they did that with Phoenix Wright. It's like okay, you go to the desk, right? All right, let's not talk about the scratches. Let's talk about the process of getting a new game. All right, it says new. You take it to them, right? You take it to them, and they can do it with 3DS games too. All right, so you take the game, and they're like, oh, so this is what they do, and this is what they do. They open the case they give you. They pop in the game in there. They close the thing up, and then they put this fucking sticker over it. They put a sticker over it that says new. I hate that sticker. If you're going to open the game, why give me why what the fuck's the sticker for? What's the sticker for? Okay, so you open the game and you deprive the person of open the cellophane. Let's face it, you deprive that person of open the cellophane, and don't tell me you know that's a fucking ritual as a gamer. You can sit here and it's like it's a small thing, but it's a big thing. Depending who you are, it's a huge thing. Open up fucking cellophane for games and just go like, oh man, I got a game. Just open up that cellophane and go like, you smell it. I don't know if anyone else smells it, but I smell it. I'm like, I open the box and I go, oh, and you smell it and you're like, yeah. You smell it and then you put it back. And then you put it on your shelf or where the fuck you put your games. Yeah. So, hello, Mr. Oli from Instagib. Sorry, I was going a little. My God, hello everyone. Hello, Christopher and FSD and Strange Empire. I like to open up new. Yeah. People have their own little ways of how they open up shit. They really do. I kept a game literally sealed for a year, and it was The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. I wasn't ready to play that game. When people are like, "Oh, Raven, what was the longest time you bought a game and not play?" I don't know. Yeah, I'm a geek too, man. I'm a geek, but I'm that geek that likes to smell the box. I like to smell the plastic of it. I like that. Some people might not like that, but when you get something and you're sitting in line and you get the thing and it's like, you open the box. I mean, you open it. You open the box and you turn the thing inside out. You turn it inside out like this, and you go, I just love that new smell, man. Hello, Christopher. I missed you. I won't that's why I sent you a message on Facebook. I haven't seen Christopher in forever. In a little bit. And I haven't seen you in forever, and I wanted to say hello and say, hey, I miss you. And I'm glad people are here. I really am. So, we got a lot. Okay. Enough about the rituals and all that shit. I mean, I went to GameStop and bought Kingdom Hearts. I mean, thank God my mom bought my Wii U because it's a traumatizing thing. It's supposed to be a wonderful thing when you buy new things. You're supposed to be happy, and the GameStop sucks the soul out of it. It's like because that if you hate this game, it's going back to them. It's a circle of fucking bullshit of life, and then when it goes back to them, you get like $7. Yeah, that $40 game. You're trading it in for $7, $60. Games are expensive. And people always go like, and that's why Microsoft is getting pissed off, because people are trading games that have no value. Games have a value. They really do. It ain't DLC that's gonna make your game happy. It ain't all this shit that's gonna make people shit about your game. You know, Steam does sales. I buy a game on Steam, it ain't going away. That game is mine. What about disc replay? Like action replay? I'm As long as it's not hurting anyone, then it's totally fine. If it ain't hurting anyone, do what you want. Oh, homework. Oh man, I've been busy too. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I've been busy too. I got 3 games that I'm looking at on the PC, which is good. Which is good. It's a good thing for Tag. I mean, it's been a phenomenal week for Tag this week. It's been very good. It's been a good week overall. Yeah, it's a store around my area. Oh, disc replay. We don't have any of those cool things, but sounds cool. I want to go to these mom and pop places and just exalt them. Because GameStop is the Walmart. And look, I'm not saying like if you could support the mom and pop stuff, we all have to make money. Even GameStop has to make money, but I'm just saying, even GameStop has to make money, the Walmarts have to make money, and all that shit. It's the economy. But man, I'm getting, it's either the GameStop I went to that makes me pissed off. It's the feeling that you go in, maybe because I'm close to my feeling. It's the feeling when you go in and it make me go, I'm going to be ill. I hate going in there. I hate going to the mall GameStop. I really do. I fucking do. But I have to deal with one of them, don't I? I fucking do. I have to deal with them. Alright, let's check out the picture that, oh man, what is this? Ooh, that's an Xbox. We should show that. That's the fuck. Yeah, I'm not saying boycott GameStop, God. People are like, oh, Raven, yeah, full on boycott. I would lose that battle. I will lose that battle. Trust me. I will lose that battle for boycotting GameStop. I'm just saying. I will lose. I will lose that battle. And I'm not saying like gladly lose it, but it will be a battle lost, because I'm not sitting here like, let's boycott GameStop. Where the fuck are we gonna go? There's only like one other place, Amazon. Amazon's the other place to really go. Yeah. I mean, if you have a mom and pop place, get good with them, talk to them, give them ideas, tell them, don't tell them to sell out to GameStop, just tell them, hey, yeah, kids can't understand to not feel the trolls. You can understand. Yeah, don't feed the troll, children, but I want to feed the troll. He looks nice. Fuck the trolls. Fuck trolls. Look, we need trolls. I love trolls. I really do. I think trolls, they make the internet happy. They make me happy. They're not the greatest things in the world, but you know what? They make the world go round. We need hackers as much as we need trolls. And if we didn't have trolls and people that are being funny and calling out people for being bullshit because they go after people and their vulnerabilities, it makes you stronger. If it wasn't for fucking trolls in this show that people said how much of a shitload of fuck it was, we wouldn't be in this fucking predicament and people watching. And I thank people for that. I thank you guys for being there. So yeah, the kids don't understand trolling, but trolling is a fucking art. Go eBay. Far better than GameStop. You'll get way more if you're smart enough, yes, go to eBay. And if you're smart enough, you could probably sell all your games for $20. You could get a better deal on eBay. You can get more bang, you can get more buck. You can get a lot more shit from eBay. But of course, I'm preaching to a choir and all that shit. But, maybe it's just me being pissed off at the GameStop that I went to. But yeah, I'm just saying, there's something wrong when I didn't want to buy a video game. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I could, I could have just said, hey, Feather, or Ron, can you buy me Bioshock Infinite? No, I wanted a big pink pony, and I did. I wanted a big pink pony. Totally, totally. I'm not ashamed to say that and all that stuff, and you guys can make fun of me for it. But yeah, big pink pony and shit. So, GameStop, you are a shit load of fuck. You are totally. Alright, I gotta stop. I gotta stop because I'm sure that I'm gonna run myself in a circle and go like, ooh. I mean, not all GameStops are built the same, but damn it, that one was horrible. Not because of customer service, just how I felt. Alright, what the hell is this? It's like, okay. You have are those DVDs? I want to say they're DVDs. I'm not that sure, but it's an Xbox with like Kinects. Okay, so it's a Kinect thing. So okay. A big pink pony, starring Denzel Washington as Raven. You really think you think Denzel Washington would really do that? I would think it would be awesome. I really do like this pony. It's really nice. I mean, it's a really nice thing. Yeah, okay, I get it. So it's kind of like a Kinect thing. It's the Kinect thing that goes in. It's a disc. That's a really cool. Now that you said how it's a disc changer, that is an awesome idea. Look at that. So the thing, I guess, goes up, changes the disc in this little rotating cuff here, and it's just really nice. That's really nice looking. That's really something to be held in about. But yeah, yeah. More. You think I sound like Morgan Freeman? Jesus, you should have heard what I sounded like a long time ago. I sounded like crap. But yeah, Morgan Freeman. Yeah, in the movie, the pony has been hitting a diamond in it. Yeah, there's a diamond in that motherfucker. Hide the pony. There's a diamond, and people are like, "Give me the pink pony." No, we're not giving you the pony. No, and then people are all serious about it. It's like the pony or your life. Yeah, fuck that. I mean, that's fine. Ponies are ponies, and I like this thing, but that's just me, cause I'm weird like that. So yeah. So that's cool. That's actually really cool. So that's like the ultimate lazy man, but they had to set the shit up like that. They had to set it up like that. The whole connects thing to change the disc and all that stuff. You can actually pop out the freaking tray without that thing right, next to the Xbox. I mean, you don't have to have that thing, but he went the extra mile with that. I mean, that's really, that's like what the fuck are you gonna call it? A Rube Goldberg machine? That's a real Goldberg machine right there. That's a real Rube Goldberg machine right there. Oh man, that's a real Rube Goldberg machine. For show, for show. Hey, hey, uh, Snoop Lion. I didn't just get a pink pony for my birthday. I bought a monitor. I bought a monitor. Strange Empire. I bought a monitor. I don't know if it's a monitor that you would approve, but I bought an Asus. I bought an Asus monitor yesterday. So I'm really happy about, yeah. All new Family Guy. Well, I'll probably have to watch that after the show and when Nyan Cat puts it on. So we'll watch. I'll probably watch it later tonight where Nyan Cat watches it. But yeah, I bought a monitor. It's an Asus VN24 HP Black 23.6. You're seeing it right here. It's a Asus VN24 24/7H Black 26.6 1 millisecond gray to gray HDMI widescreen LED backlight LCD monitor. I don't know what the fuck 250 is. I guess condensant 2M2 80 million to 1 built-in speakers. I bought a Y100. What the hell's that? You bought a monitor? Yeah, I bought this. I bought a monitor. I bought a monitor. I need this monitor. I need a monitor with HDMI. I have something similar. You do? Is it 1 mil? Yeah, this was way too good to pass up. It wasn't like on Super Saver, but I'm like, my God, this thing had two HDMI and it had speakers. It had all this shit that I all want and all that shit. But yeah, yeah. Oh, it's better for multi. Yeah, this one's better for multi screens, but we're not multi screening this. And the whole point, I have no room to multi screen. The whole point, yeah. Oh, the Lenovo Y Hunt 5. Oh, you bought a. Is that a monitor or is that a whole computer? Is that a monitor or a computer, Calvin? Oh, hello, Calvin. It's so good to see Calvin. Yeah, it's so good to see you guys tonight. You guys make me happy. When you guys show up to these shows tonight and you guys come to this on Sunday nights, you guys make me happy. Because it makes me want to go and like work doubly hard. Yeah, my bro got HD. Yeah, this is my monitor. I bought this. Oh, lap. Okay, that's what I was wondering because when I needed this. This has multiple uses. It's gonna double as the monitor, but the real grand scheme of things for buying this, and yes, I bought it on Newegg and all that stuff. The grand scheme of this was, it was in my price range. Two HDMI, LED. It's everything I ever want in a monitor for a price that I can afford. i7 2 gig vid card. Wow, that's a fucking nice computer. 8 gig DDR5. Wow. DDR5. I didn't know that. What happened to DDR4? Dance Dance Revolution 4. That's a fucking badass computer right there. 2 gigs. Yeah, that's badass as shit. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So you can play all your shit and all your games and all that stuff and just play it. Must be that must be like what, like a workstation kind of notebook. Lenovo makes like workstation kind of things. They do. They do. So that's cool and all. So we bought this. Oh, really $1,000 for all that awesome? Damn, I might have to. It's Windows 8, right? Yeah, that's pretty damn good for a computer. That's pretty damn good for you know for that price, man. I hope so. Well, you're talking about the monitor or the computer? Uh, yeah, it's full 1080p. Full 1080p. 1 mil. Here's the thing, right? Let me turn on the lights. Let me turn on the webcam and talk. I hate shopping for monitors. I hated shopping for this thing. Absolutely hated it. And I kind of want it for 470 off. Oh, so it was like 1500. Nah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for your computer with 8 gigs of DDR5. I thought we were on DDR. I mean, some computers are on DDR4, and that's like 1600 megahertz. Bus size. Some of them go up to 2100. DDR5 is pretty far. Yeah. Oh, they are? Good, good. But I didn't tell you the grand plan of this. I didn't tell you the grand plan why I bought it. Why I bought it, why I buy this monitor. I bought this monitor because I wanted to play PlayStation games up here. And plus, this monitor that I have now is dying. It's 6 years old, or 5 years old, or 4 years old. It's a great monitor. It's 20 inches and all that stuff. And plus, I wanted to get ready for next gen. And getting ready for next gen is meaning that if I got games to play, or if someone asked me, hey, let's play blank, and the kids are downstairs watching Disney Channel, I need to know that I can watch Disney Channel and have and have a monitor that I can like. This took a shitload of fuck, and boy did I hated. I didn't hate every minute of it, but shopping for monitors was like, I know a lot of people do unboxings and do all that shit. I want to look at the picture. I don't care. I want to know about the hertz or how good a picture is or what's this and what's that. It's like you read the list. Like you go to like any computer, right? And you order, you go to there and it's like you order the parts and all that shit. And it's like, when you're shopping for things, right? When you're shopping for stuff online or whatever, you have no idea if it's going to be good or bad or any of that stuff, and then you see all these buzzwords and all that shit. You see like G2G. What the fuck is G2G? It's like if you didn't look for monitors and didn't know what G2G is, it's gray to gray. Meaning, how fast does the monitor switch from gray to gray? And it switches to from gray to gray in 1 millisecond, which is phenomenal if you're looking for monitors like that. If you're looking for a monitor, faster is better for gaming. But I wasn't looking for like people like, oh, it's for gaming and all that stuff. For me, it's like this was the monitor that gave me exactly what I wanted, and I was happy about that. It gave me exactly what I wanted, and for a price that I can afford. And like I said, I'm saving a lot of my money for the next gen, and I still have to buy a computer. Calvin, I'm glad you got a really nice one. I still have to find a computer that I can be happy with. I gotta find, computers that I can be happy with. I gotta find configurations, even at the worst, buy a Mac Mini and buy like, the computer you have, like an i7 2 gig, 16 SSDR RAM, 1 gig of HHD, and all that stuff. So yeah, that's the thing. That's yeah. So yeah, for good. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be great for PlayStation games. That's the whole point. And for under $200, it's gonna. This is my first full HD monitor. I mean, my computer will not take full HD. It's not capable of it. I think it is capable of doing full HD, but that's not the point. I don't want it to do full HD. I don't want it to go full HD and all that stuff. I don't want it to. And some people are like, why? That's not the point. I think it's clear enough as it is. To me, it's like I'm gonna jack it to its max, and that's where it's gonna be. It's gonna be at its max at full HD. The thing why I bought that computer was, well, that's good to hear. Yeah. Yep, 470 off. Well, this one's $20 off. I wasn't gonna spend anything more than that, $190. And I saw other monitors that I liked, and I'm like, ooh, that would fit. Ooh, I like this. But when I saw that monitor, I went like, it's like shopping for monitors like shopping for a dog or shopping for a cat. It's like they're all kind of nice and they're all kind of pretty, but there's just one that you look and it's like that one, that one, that one, ship that one. It's like you go there and it's like, oh yeah, that one. Oh yeah, that one's cute. Yeah, I want that. I want that monitor. It's really good. And when I saw that, I went like, ooh, free shipping. Ooh, and then I look at other monitors. It's like not even close to that one. Not even fucking close to what I wanted. And I was just, it's like you see ones that was like 2 milliseconds. You see one with one HDMI. You see one without freaking speakers. The speakers don't even have to be good. I don't care about the speakers being good. They just have to be there. The whole point of this is, I wanted a monitor that I can, I can sit back and go. I can play my games. If I get like Far Cry or any of that stuff, the kids can be downstairs and I can play Far Cry in peace, and I don't have to fucking worry about it. I don't have to worry about them playing Far Cry or any of those games. I can just play Far Cry, or I can play the PlayStation, all that stuff. Now the problem is I'm in a small room, and then I'm getting this thing that's going to have this. So I need to buy. It is a nice resolution, 1080p full, 80 million to 1 contrast ratio, 80 fucking million. Others is like 12 million. What was it? Oh, the Lappy? Yeah. My bro got an HD monitor. Does it look nice? Yeah, I mean, it's for games. It's mostly for PlayStation. It's an expensive monitor for PlayStation for right now, but it's gonna get a ton of use going forward. But yeah, yeah, his computer sounds nice. My monitor's not, sounds nice. Like I said, it's not, I don't have the room to buy like a 27-inch monitor. I know some people are like, I got a 27-inch monitor and all that stuff. I don't have the room. And it being at 23 and a half inches and not 24 and a half inches, I'm gaining 3.5 inches. Now it's not like I'm talking about my penis. But yeah, I'm gaining 3.5 inches. And I can't be any more happy. I can't be any more happy when this comes. And I'm gaining 3.5 more inches on my desk. And I just hope it fits. I have to clear out the whole desk and clear out things because I don't have a big desk. I have to clear out how things work and all that stuff. Maybe I have to rearrange a few things if it doesn't fit on the desk. Could have went bigger though. Yeah, you know what? It's gonna be fine. Exactly what I wanted for the price range. I was like, maybe I could have gone bigger. Maybe I could have gone smaller. But yeah, it's totally the price that I was looking for. Oh, wait. Yeah. 16 solid state drive for OS, not okay. Yeah. No, no, no. I asked. Yeah. Oh, 3 inches is a. Yeah. That's why you do a dual monitor setup. I'm not going to do a dual monitor setup. I don't have. I would love to do a dual monitor setup. There's nothing more I would love to do than a dual monitor setup. Then it would be how many inches would it be? 40 inches. On the desk, I would literally stress that, it would be nothing but screen on this desk. And I could do a dual monitor setup if I really wanted to do dual monitor right now. I can, and I might think about that. Do a dual monitor setup. Even I could even buy this monitor and even set it up for PlayStation at the moment, and not even and not do that. I could also do like a dual link DVI and just run one to this computer and one to the Dell that I have here. But that's VGA, so it has to go through the computer, both channels and all that stuff. So I'm sure this computer, it can be done. I just have to figure out how to get it, how to be done. Another quest finish. So yeah, 3.5 more inches is definitely gonna be something that. Yeah, that can help, but you can pick up a nice. Yeah, I mean, everything's on the table. Everything's on the fucking table, my friend. But I'm waiting for the Kickstarter and all that stuff. Yeah, what about a monitor tree? I thought about, here's the problem, right? You know, here's the problem. The wall is solid. The wall is solid. So I would go like, oh, have the monitor here, and move the poster and mount it, here. But the wall is solid, and that would totally work, and go like that. But the problem is, I think the things are sideways in this monitor. I have to look. I think it's the thing is not pointing down. It's pointing sideways. So it's going to be a problem with the cord. If it's pointing down, then that's not a problem. Oh no, they're pointing down. Okay, we can totally do that. It's pointing down. Yeah, 12 monitors on the wall. That's a lot of fucking monitors. I'm just saying, if I really wanted to do that and mount it to the wall like that, I'm sure that I could mount it to the wall and but that's going to be a fuckload of screens though. That's the thing, is like you have the monitor that I'm working on for game, for the show, and then I have the monitor up in front of me to play my whatevers, and it's like literally this will be like my little small little dungeon. My small dungeon with a freaking pink pony in it. I mean, this room is not big. It is very small. It is super small. But hey, you live, you learn, then you get loves. But yeah, I mean, we can totally super mount it. But yeah, so it's gonna come with a HDMI to DVI. Three is good. No, three's good. Three's good. I mean, we got two of them. I mean, this monitor I have now is fine, but it's time to move up to an LED. I wanted an LED for a while now. I wanted something with LED, and I have an LCD downstairs. I have a TV. I love my TV, I really do. But I'm like, you know what? It's time to have, the TV's fine. I don't mind the TV. People are like, you don't mind? No, I don't mind the TV. The TV's fine. But I wanted something that I can be happy with, something that is absolutely gaming grade. Okay, it's not 120 hertz or 240 hertz when I buy a new TV. Maybe I'll consider that. But buying a monitor, buying a TV, that stuff. Have a small room, has good acoustic. This room is small. All right, so don't mind the messiness of this room. This is the door. This is the door. This is the bed. Door, bed, door. This is the door. This is the bed. Which, I think got nothing incriminating about that. But yeah, I could fucking stretch between the door and the bed. It's a small prison in here. I hope I didn't make you sick. But yeah, it's a small prison in here. That's the door. This is the bed. But yeah, I kind of like this shot here. Yeah, that's the door and that's the bed. So yeah, so there's that. So I'm excited. I'm absolutely excited for this kind of what's happening with that. I'm absolutely cannot wait to get my hands on that monitor. I cannot wait. You know, it's one of those things that people go like, you don't need. I mean, you don't. If you're a gamer and all that stuff, you have to buy a TV and all that stuff. Not anymore. All the next generation consoles are going to come in HDMI, and it's probably going to be the way they want you to play it is in HDMI, and this is full 1080p. It's going to look fucking gorgeous. I mean, that screen's going to be literally sex on a stick. But yeah, I'm just saying. For me, that's what I'm getting excited about. But yeah, picking out that TV was a shitload of fuck. Or I consider a TV to put there. I consider a lot of things. But just that whole thing was a shit load of fuck. And it can make your head spin. It really can. And people here, it's like, ooh, can it make your head spin? Oh, fuck yeah, it can. It can make your head spin like a motherfucker. But it made my head spin way too much. It made my head spin. And now it's over, and then they're going to ship it out tomorrow, and it's going to be all wonderful. And now that's left is to buy a freaking HDMI cable. You're probably wondering, why do I... Yeah. Yeah, but nothing's going to use that. Everyone's still using 720 at the moment, but no one's going to go to 4K. 4K is a huge jump. 4K is like what? It's four times the resolution. 4 times the resolution what we have now. Yeah, Yogi would know. 4K is expensive at the moment, but I haven't looked at a 4K television yet. But I'm sure if I did, no games this generation, I can promise you, no games will run at 4K. None. No games will run at 4K. And if you want a 4K television, you're gonna fork over a little bit more of the grand. I seen a 4K television for $1,000. And is it going to be a good TV? Who knows? But I'm just saying, it's good to wait for that kind of stuff because things are getting clearer. Like, remember when the first HD televisions came out and they were expensive as shit? Like the cheapest one was like, what, 300, 400? Yeah, I have a 4K process. Damn. Yeah, processing 4K video is just insane. It's a big shit. Ooh, Yogi's moving on up to the big side. It's good to have the yoga fish in here, man. We need to invite you back on to the show, man. We need to talk again. We need to, have another yogi fish chat. But yeah, you're always welcome on the show. Oh yeah, I can. The human eye can't see the difference between 720 and 1080. 4K remounts the monster streams. I don't want to say. I mean, look. if you stare at screens, right? And I'm talking staring at them. And I'm talking staring at resolutions and stuff. You stare at your iPhone, you stare at an iPad mini, you're going to notice. You're going to notice clarity. But it depends how clear that screen is. If someone tells you if it's at 720 or 1080p, maybe some people that don't look at screens like we do will not notice it. Maybe you, Calvin, might not notice 720 to 1080, which is totally fine. Maybe I won't notice 720 to 1080. It's totally possible that I would know the difference between 720 and 1080. It's totally possible and all that stuff. It's totally possible I wouldn't know what a 4K looked like when I saw it. But for me, it's like, the more you look at something, the more you see how richer or deeper the colors where they should be, the more you have a inkling where it should be. Yeah, well, if you're going to be an early adopter, remember, 3D televisions were just as expensive when they came out, remember? And they were a shitload of fuck. They were a shitload of fuck. And anyone else can tell me, oh, you're just being mean. No, they were. They were. They were a shitload of fuck. But that's okay. That's okay. It's totally fine. But yeah. So, right. No. For 720, no. Yeah, 1080s for bigger screens. Any 32 and above. 1080s for bigger screens. Definitely. Definitely, you're not going to notice anything. And I had a TV that output at, 720 and 1080i. 720 is totally fine. Anyone else that goes like, oh, 720. 720 is what? It's twice the resolution as 480p. It's twice the resolution, still fine. No, it makes sense. No, it's totally right. If you have a 4K television, the bigger the screen, the better. Like a 60-inch or whatever. I'm just saying, they jam the 1080p television. 1080p is not gonna, 720 is gonna be fine. I had a 15-inch TV that my mom bought me for Christmas when HD televisions were fucking expensive as shit. I mean, HD televisions just came down like what, cheap? You can buy like a 32-inch for like 300 or 400, depending how you look, and they can be LED and all that stuff. You can even buy a 24-inch LED television for under 200, easy. I mean, before when the HD revolution was starting, let's say 5 years ago, it was expensive as shit. You wouldn't be in the HD resolution, but now that they're cheaper now, and you have these monitors that are way better and I'm happy that we have a standard that we can just use, HDMI. We can just plug and play, our game consoles into HDMI. We have it's just like USB. HDMI is like the USB of freaking televisions and monitors now, and and it just works. And isn't that exciting to actually say, remember back in the day, you had to have a television. You have to have that coax or that component cable or whatever. No, you don't anymore. You don't. You fucking don't need it. My God, that's a beautiful screen. Yeah, 1080 for 650. My God, that's a beautiful price. Look at Calvin with his $1,000 computer with his 50-inch LG plasma, 32-inch 720 for 300. I'll say this. I will say this, and this is the truth. I don't know if someone told me this, but this is the truth. Calvin, you're a PlayStation guy, right? You're a PlayStation guy. All our games, all the PlayStation games, run at 720. All of them, except for Skate 3. A lot of those games, probably everything in that library, runs at 720. When you play a game, when you're out of the PlayStation in menu and you set it at 1080p. Yeah, I mean, if you need a monitor or a TV or whatever, you can buy one of 300. You can buy one at 300. Easy. Totally easy. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. It's just how it is. I was looking, and I almost bought a. I was this close to buying a Vizio LED television. Yeah, GTA 5 is 1080. Yeah, I'll say this: not many games. I'll rephrase it. Sorry, did I say not many games or all games? Did I say all games? I meant not many. Let's just say very few games take advantage of the PlayStation's 1080p, and the Xbox upscales to 1080p. It just upscales the 720 image to 1080p. So it's not really native. No games are really native 1080p unless it's like Skate 3. I remember playing Skate 3 and it was like 1080p. It was like one of the most like glorious things ever. It's like, wait, this game's at 1080p. Ooh, you get excited because you never seen that. Because every time when you play a game or anything, if you have a TV, it always tells you this is outputting at 720. And I think the Wii U is the only console that does play games at 1080p, but I can be wrong. Yeah, fake 1080p, fake 1080. It's all fake, except for like Skate 3. But yeah, I remember having the Xbox 360, and I have a 1080p television downstairs. Component as well. It goes to a 1080p component. Upscaling's a lie. It is a lie. Yeah, the Xbox upscaling's a fucking lie. It's not there. They added it in there, and it's like, oh look, it upscales. It upscales. Halo 4 was a 720 thing. Yeah, upscaling is terrible. I have, like I said, this is my first real foray into noticing shit. I don't really notice like when people go like, oh, tearing, and like how slow shit is. Like the first time I saw a 120 hertz television, oh man, it scared the shit out of me. Oh man, that was so scary because you see how smooth it was, and it's like, I don't know, that's really damn smooth. But yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna fall in love. I mean, look, I got a lot of games I want to play with this. It's not like it's not like I don't like my TV downstairs or any of that stuff. I bought the TV for gaming, and this is just closer to gaming. This will get me closer, and I can play, you know, I can play my Xbox, my PS3 games a lot closer. I can, play online games when I want to or not want to, and all that stuff. And when the PS4 comes out, I can spend way more time on my PS4 and all that stuff. That's the whole point. And yes, I do have the money for the PS4. And yeah, 720 is Calvin Stark says 720 is good. I don't mind it at all. Better than the two TVs I had before. Right. 720 is not a bad, 720's got a bad rap, right? Everything is 1080p, right? 1080p, 1080p. You look and it's like everything is about 1080p progression. I had a Philips television that was 720, well 1080i. It went up to 1080i. But I had a TV that I ran games at 720. I had games running at 720 in progression. I don't mind. I mean, like I said, I don't, I think games look clear enough that as it is. I don't mind having my games run at 720. I really don't. I don't mind having my games run at 720 for the next gen. I don't mind. We went through how many years with a tube televisions? We didn't care how clear the picture was. I remember now we're all about the clarity and what the hell the picture does, and it's all about the milliseconds and all that shit. We just bought a television back in the day. Remember, all we didn't care about the specs and shit. We didn't care if it was Sony or shit. We didn't even have the fucking we didn't even have the remote. It was good. I had a knob television. I saw your post, Snoop Lion, about like if you had a knob television. I had a knob television. We had to fucking screw in the freaking coax, the freaking the adapter to get cable. We had to screw in the freaking thing to get cable. I know. Wrap your head around that. And now, yeah. Yeah, now all we have to do is plug in an HDMI to any of those consoles that we have, and instantly we have ourselves a winner. I like a bike. Yeah. With the speed that games move, you almost can't see the detail that's in games now. Too much brain to handle, right? And it's high speed, man. And you're not supposed to look at every pixel. I don't know. It's like I'm not gonna sit around and look at every pixel, but it gotta look good. The whole point is like I know this monitor is gonna deliver, and it's gotta look good. It's gotta look like something that I can go like, ooh, just grinding. Well, sounds like fun. Sounds like fun. It sounds like a bike. It sounds like a pony. Yeah, because they actually took some time to actually fucking do some shit. I mean, they made tube HD televisions. I know, shocking. I shit you not. When they first came out, they came out with a tube. I remember my brother bought a tube HD television because probably the response times were better and all that stuff. But yeah, they made tube. Yeah, Sony Vega was beast. Yeah, it was. Kind of like a fucking tube televisions. I think my yeah Trinitron. I think my brother had a Trinitron. He had a Sony Trinitron. Really nice television. Sony's back in the day. Anyone can sit here. If you owned anything Sony in the '90s, that was some good shit. I'm talking like I'm not talking PlayStation or any of that stuff. If you owned a Sony television, my God, did you own some really good stuff? You know, my God, their televisions were great. They were great back in the '90s. They wouldn't go far. Yeah. Oh my God, back in the day, Sony did no wrong. I'm talking their discs, man, their fucking televisions. They didn't do any wrong. Oh man, their CD player, their portable CD players were uh better than none. It had like what the no skip protection. Remember when you go jogging? What was it? Was it no skip or something? Something was like, my God. I remember it was like the last not it was like a few years ago. It was like when CD players were dying or whatever. And I bought a Sony. It was like most compact stuff. I mean, CD players are dead. Who has a CD player? Who bought a CD in a while? But I just remember they you look at a Sony television, it was literally a really good picture. I mean, now because they actually cared about what went in their televisions. They had features in there that was of course it was better than Win. It didn't win. Betamax had a clearer picture, but it didn't win. At the end of the day, yes, still yeah, of course it does. But it didn't win. I hate to tell you, it didn't win. A-Track, remember A-Track? That was their format to rival MP3. That compressed freaking audio for a free. Yeah. No. Betamax is definitely looked better. But VHS, I hate to tell you people, it won the battle. VHS won the battle, even though it looked more shittier and all that stuff. But yeah, Betamax, it came, it went, it was better. Yeah, many use it in TV productions to cause it was lossless duplication. Right. Yeah, because why they use it in TV production because it's probably cheaper and they probably can do a lot more stuff in it. They might be, TV stations are old school like that, but hey, we're like I said tonight we're kind of old school too. But hey, I don't mind the old school. I really don't. I don't mind. People are like, oh yeah, you don't mind old school? No. Old school's fine. Old school is totally fine. Yeah. Yeah. Porn won the fight for VHS. That is absolutely true. Nailed it. That is completely true. Anyone else that can sit here? No, it's totally fucking absolutely true because they can film it. It was cheap, and porn does decide the format. I don't know if they decided the Blu-ray format. I think just Sony won that just on a technicality. I don't want to go like, oh, Raven just said that because they won on a technicality. No, HD out the gate was pretty doomed, right? I mean, just because Sony had a really bad start. I felt like, HD DVD had to take off before Blu-ray couldn't take off. and Blu-ray took off. I don't even Blu-ray's not. It's just the ray, right? It's not really. It's not really. I really want an HD DVD to win, but it's not that I'm like, oh, I want HD DVD to win, but HD DVD was just more DVD. It was just like, oh, look, it's DVD and all that stuff. People just didn't give a shit at the time when HD DVD came out. It was like a few movies, and Blu-ray was here. Now Blu-ray's the standard. I've never bought a Blu-ray. I never bought a Blu-ray movie. I never cared to own Blu-ray movies or put Blu-ray movies into my PlayStation 3. This will be my first console. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Sony one based on the size of cable. Yeah. It won the size definitely. 50 gigs compared to what 25. 50 gigs to 25. And the movies just look nicer, and it was in the PlayStation. I mean, let's keep it real. Just because Sony had a bad thing, yeah, 8 gig disc versus 40 plus 50 dual layer. No, it was 15 for an HD DVD, 25 for a Blu-ray. And the Blu-rays are going to double again. They're going to go to you can go up to 128 gigs on a single Blu-ray. Can you? Yeah, you can. You can go up to 120 gigs on a Blu-ray. Uh, I wouldn't. I don't know what the hell you want on a 120 gig Blu-ray, but can you imagine the size of that? I mean, that's the size of a small tank, but but yeah. Did it help that does Blu-ray help for games? Oh hell yeah! I mean, Sony was thinking ahead. They wasn't thinking about the movies. Just like DVD was a huge leap into it was a leap in capacity and just speed and everything. Because remember when the PlayStation 2 came out, it could play movies, and the DVD was 8 gigs, and that was standard def, and that worked fine. And then the Blu-ray came out, and Sony's now reaping the rewards of Blu-ray. Yeah, you can make better games and more cutscenes. Yeah, you can make way more shit. Just way more. Don't have to worry about it. Don't have to worry. Ain't that a good feeling? And look, I like Microsoft and I like Sony. I really do. I like Sony now. Yeah, your video library on one desk. You really could. You really could. But yeah, I, I see the benefits of Blu-ray games. I see the benefit. I'll say this, and maybe it's just me. I bought my PlayStation to be a gaming console. Yeah, sure, I can pop in the occasional porno and the occasional movie. When I got Netflix, we only popped in the DVDs in there. It worked fine as a DVD player. It worked totally fine as a DVD player. I mean, it upscaled like a champ. It upscaled very nicely. It upscaled. Completely, really, really something to be held it by. Put 150, 800 movies on one disc would be a sick road. Would be sick for road trips. I thought of this. This is a great answer coming up with road trips. All right. I was thinking about not me taking a road trip. I was thinking about the time I went to Kentucky. I went to Kentucky one year, and I had a portable GameCube. I bought I think it was like a 5-inch LCD. No, of course not. Unless you section it and all that shit. But you could do that. You're not, but I could. Yeah, of course. But can I talk about my road trip? I want to talk about my road trip thing. All right. So how we have better technology, better screens now. All right. So I'm not saying. All right. I know a lot of a lot of cars have like DVD players in the thing for the kids. All right. Let's say we have a van. All right. Let's say we have a van. I don't know who's driving. Let's say we have a van that's going to. Let's say we're going to Disney World or Disneyland or whatever. Let's say we're starting from yeah. Yeah, I'll watch all the American Dad stuff when Nyan Cat plays it later on his stream. But yeah, so imagine having that. What would you bring? Let's say now if you buy AC/DC converter, you can do that. You can buy a total AC/DC converter. I would say buy something that's more like 100 watt, maybe 200 watt. Buy a 200 watt AC/DC converter. I don't even know how many watts. I know you can buy one that's 150, but make sure to have one that literally supports the monitor's like what 75 watt, the one I have now, but that's like a big monitor to take like on the road. So I would say get one that's like, let's say like a 20 inch or a 15 if you can find one, or a small thing, and you could have like like I said, you can get like an iPhone. So yeah, if you wanted to like get that kind of stuff, and it's like, ooh, look, you can have like internet and have like you're like a small place like that. Like if I was going on like a trip, someone like, oh, we got this van. God, that would be so wonderful because I would just get like a small monitor, if it had HDMI or whatever, or a small TV, like get like those power converters because and if you had like a hotspot, God, it would be just like you never left home. Like a 20-hour like road trip wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter because you would have the all that stuff if you actually bought it and all if you actually care. Because on the road it can be fucking boring as shit. But yeah, we had okay. Back to the story at hand. So I had a GameCube, and the thing is, we plugged in the socket, and we bought Soul Calibur on the way back. That was a great game. Soul Calibur is fucking great. Anyone that doesn't remember Soul Calibur, is a fucking great game. It's one of the best. Soul Calibur 2 literally lasted. I don't know. It was like a 12-hour trip, 15 thing. But yeah, the next time I go on that kind of stuff. That's fucking a lot of watts there for a fucking blow dryer. But it's blowing a lot of hot air though. But you're not supposed to leave the blow dryer on. The whole point of a blow dryer is not leaving it on. But yeah, that's a lot of hot air blowing in your ass. All right, so enough about the monitors and all that stuff. I might have to buy an HDMI. Now that's it. Now the monitor was the stressful thing. Buying the HDMI is not stressful. Let's just hope it's better than two. Might US, let's hope it's better than two. I fucking hope so. So yeah. Yeah, it was great. It was fucking great. And it's like, I didn't have to wait to get home or wait to do any of that stuff. I get to play Soul Calibur on the road. It was great. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Buying Soul Calibur and just, it was such a great fighting game. Soul Calibur 2. But yeah, I bought a monitor. It was like $150 for the monitor, for the little GameCube monitor and all that stuff. I mean, it was fitted for the GameCube and it had an out. It had a component out that you could get and plug. And one time I took my Xbox to school. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can I play Japanese PlayStation 3 games on an American PlayStation? Fuck yeah. You know what's even better, Christopher? You want to hear the best part? You want to hear the best part about playing Japanese PlayStation games on your American PlayStation? All you have to do, and this is for real, just pop in the disc and it will just work. The PlayStation 3 is region free. You can even pop in a UK disc in there. Fuck yeah, you can. The PlayStation 3 is region free. That was one. You buy a PlayStation, you got a Japanese game, you got a UK game, you got a Japanese PlayStation. You want to pop in an American game? Not a problem. Not a problem. No modding, no bullshit. It is region free. And there's with Xbox, that's a different. That's all. That's decided. The Xbox, I don't want to say is region free, but the games can be. Yeah, 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 totally. Oh, I know that stuff. The 3D the DS used to be region free. That was great. I remember when the DS used to be region free. We used to get like, I don't want to say we got a few games that were like Japanese. We got a few. I don't want to say a lot, but we got a few, and it just made stuff just way more easy. Yeah, totally. You have a PlayStation 3. They're all region free. The Wii is not region free, and that made a few problems. There's a few tricks for that though. Yeah, and the Xbox is game dependent on region. The Japanese version of Halo 3 was region free, and it depends on the publisher if they wanted to make the game region free or not. It depends on the publisher. But yeah, you can totally play your game. What game are you gonna play on it? What game you were like, oh no, maybe it won't work? No, it totally will work. It will totally work, just like it was from Japan. Totally region free. I would know because I would know because I'm Raven, and I know shit like that. All right, so let's get to some gaming. Okay, no, let's not get to gaming news. Let's get. I wanted to talk about fanboyism or any of that stuff, but it looks like you guys are kind of. So yeah, so I want to talk about fanboyism. Get kind of back in the frame in a little bit. We're gonna get off the air in a little teeny tiny, not exactly yet, but we're gonna get off the air in a little teeny bit. Not exactly. I didn't really have anything like planned or anything, but you guys made this show great. You made it nerdier as shit. You guys made this show nerdy as shit. So I want to thank you guys for coming. And I want to thank Yogi and all that stuff. Yeah, Macross. Oh, Macross? Totally. You can totally put that on there. You can play it, yeah. Oh, aka Robotech? I like Robotech better. That's a better name. Robotech. That's a way better name. Anyone else is like, it's not a better name. Yeah, it is. Robotech is fucking great. At least it's better than Metabot. Yeah, Metabots. All right. So let's get to some gaming news about GameStop. God. All right. So we're in the next generation, right? We're in the next generation. GameStop. Now that I'm reading this off Kotaku, they're assholes, right? Look, I don't mind Kotaku, I really not. So they put it as rumor. I'm confirming it. I've seen it yesterday. I seen it in the dangs of fucking GameStop. I seen it. I seen these purchases, and people are like, it's a rumor. This is happening. It's not a rumor. It's not a rumor rang. Confirmed here from me. This is happening. I've seen it with my eyes. I've seen it. It is happening. It's fucking happening. So according to this poster beginning, June 1st, 2013, GameStop will no longer accept trade of PS2 accessories or systems. I guess. Oh, and in games too. So the PS2 is dead. It's dead. So according to this poster beginning June 1st, GameStop will no longer accept any PS2 nor any PS2 games. No, not a problem. Something I would know. It's good to have a show that knows shit like that because, Bucket's like, no, you need to know. No, you're not a problem. Not a problem. So we reached out to GameStop, our official confirmation, but this does not seem far-fetched. I traded a swim in 3 weeks ago and got about $12 in-store credit. I consider myself lucky. Thank God I still had the video cable for some PS2 titles, but I've destroyed orders and placed them on meeting. I'm lucky to have a PlayStation 3 that plays PS2 games. I'm lucky to have that. It's one of the things I can sit here and say, I'm happy for. Anyone else can go like, why are you happy about that? I'm happy to have that. I'm very happy to have that. Oh no. Oh man.